Hello, welcome to your platform, Talk to My Team, the channel that comes with one mission to empower parents so that we could be more effective in dealing with the changes in our children's behavior. The title of today's video presentation is What Can Parents Do to Help Restore the Relationship with Their Children? What can parents do to restore the relationship with their children or with their teenagers? So far, the main topic we've been discussing in our series has centered toward changes in our teenagers' behavior. In our last video presentation, we've discussed the parents' limits on disciplining their children. Yes, we seek correction, discipline, because our young folks' behavior do change and many times must be corrected. Now today we are talking about restoring relationship with our children. Why? If we're talking about restoring relationship, restoration is the word. It is because relationship do get damaged at times, many times. Since relationship is a rapport between at least two people, and in our case we talk about parents and children, it takes at least two people, and those two groups, to work together to restore the relationship or to make things right. Therefore, before we get to the solution and the role of parents in solving this problem, allow me to make this general statement here. It appears to me that many parents wish that we would address the children only, like address the children, make them right, make them do the right thing. However, as much as we need to continue doing that, addressing the children, yes, they do need to be addressed. This channel, the message in this channel here, focus on us parents. This is Talk to My Team. Communication. This is to remind us to get on the communication table with our children, with our teenagers. I know we definitely need to address the children themselves, which is very important, but the focus is on us on this channel, the parents. In this series of video presentation, we are focusing on what we as parents can do to deal with the changes in our teenagers' behavior. Having said that, let's get back to the topic. What can parents do to restore the relationship with our children? First, we need to acknowledge that we too, parents, the parents, we are accountable for keeping a healthy relationship with our young folks. And since we are accountable, we need to acknowledge that at times, many times, we have made mistakes in the past. We need to at least come to the realization that as we improve as parents, there are some of our actions in the past that if we had a chance to start over, we would have done things better or differently. We need to acknowledge that. If we fail, if we cannot come to this realization, then there is a problem within us too. And once we acknowledge that, we should not let our pride get in the way. We should not allow our pride to keep us from taking action towards restoration. We must act. This is the concept of remorse and repent. We feel something went wrong and we should turn, we should repent, we should change things. Our pride often wants to keep us from taking action, but no, we must initiate a conversation. The first step involves at least the acknowledgement of our actions, that our action had caused pain to our children. I'm not asking parents to bow before their children here. but we must acknowledge that wrong is wrong, and sometimes we too we do things wrong. Especially my religious parents out there, we should know better. This applies to young adult as well, adult children. Maybe we have said words that were very hurtful to them. Maybe we had shown partiality towards a favorite child in the past. And the other child, they take note, and sometimes they grow up with this sentiment that so and so is more loved by mom and dad than me, and that creates problem. Second, after the acknowledgement, once we acknowledge the issue, we should the second step that should come in is action. We should take action to correct things. I think to be a great parent, we must also be honest and show grace. It's not about being strong and I'm steadfast, I'm not budging. We need to be honest and show grace in our relationship with our children. I think it's fair to make it clear in our conversation that we regret the action that might have caused them pain, and extend an olive branch. Maybe too hard to do. Now I know some parents listening to me right now probably saying, "No way, I will never say sorry to my child, to my children. I am the parent here." Well, I will say, well, let me just tell you, we need to forgive in order to get to restoration, in order to make things right. It may be a past offense towards you that you need to forgive. Sometimes we hold deep grudges against our children. Sometimes we hold on to their fault, to their wrongdoing forever, and we keep bringing it back even after they have corrected it. We read this Psalm of King David in Psalm 103 in the Bible that tells us, as far as the east is from the west, that's how far God He pushes away our fault, our sin. So if God forgives us, who are we not to be able to forgive our own children, especially when they correct their action and they come in and ask for forgiveness? Sometimes the parents, may simply need to lower the temperature in the relationship. Sometimes things are too stiff. We just keeping things going in a certain way that as if like there's no. We were young too. Just think of us in the past. We have made mistakes too. Uh, Many times we hold things against them forever, and we keep shutting them off from the family circle. So first is the acknowledgement of the issue. Second is to take action. And third, but not least, after acknowledging our responsibility of that as part of the damaged relationship, and we initiate some actions towards restoration, the last step should be a clean slate. A clean slate. What do I mean by that? For those of you who knows the story of the prodigal son in the Bible, what happened when the son returned home after he made all the mess he made? But then when he came home, the father, I don't see where the father scolded him and say, "Listen, hey, you back, I'll feed you, I'll get you some food, but sit in the corner here. You're not part of this anymore. You're not part of the circle anymore, and I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not smiling at you." No, that's not what happened. The father embraced him and forgave him. So, in that same uh, line of idea, we need to think. I know it's not easy as parents. I know it's not easy, but it is a necessary step toward a healthy relationship as parents. We need to give them a clean slate. We need to get to the point where we say, okay, you know what? Let me start over with him. Let me give them another chance. Let me give her a second chance to start over. So, as always, until we talk again in our next video presentation through this channel, Talk to My Teen, one word. Keep talking to your teens, to your teenagers, to your children. I'll keep talking to mine. And drop a line in the comment section. It doesn't take much, okay? Whether you agree or disagree, drop a line. It's okay. May the God who blessed you with your children keep you safe and together as a successful family.